Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Owlet tournament. I am your host and play-by-play Reignbow, and we have an amazing game for you tonight. It is All-Stars Minors, and with me in the casting booth tonight, as always, is Mysfyt on color.
How you doing, I almost called you Penguinator. That would have been a great way to start off the stream. How you doing, Rainbow?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm excited for this. So we were originally going to be doing just kind of a classic 2-2-2, but the teams have collectively decided to mix it up, so we have some fun game modes coming.
That's correct. We're going to start off with some balanced mystery heroes, and then we're going to go to no limits, then a goats round, and then we'll finish off with 2-2-2.
Yeah, so first we are going to be going to Lijiang Tower, and we're going to be starting right away, and going to this balanced mystery heroes.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be starting on Night Market here, and it appears we have already picked roles for everyone. It seems that everyone is more or less on the roles, except I'm seeing Penguin on a Tracer. That'll be interesting to watch. So for those of you who don't know, the way Mystery Heroes works is you randomly get picked a character whenever you die, and if you die, your ult charge comes with you unless you suicide, in which case you just go back to spawn and you stay the same character. But in Balanced Mystery Heroes, it's 2-2-2, so there'll never be any like double Orisa, double or triple Orisa, Bastion, Cheese, or anything like that. It will always be 2-2-2, always be somewhat balanced.
Yeah, the roles are kind of randomly assigned, which is why we have the two tank players on the side of Gerblins playing support right now. Yeah, they're going to be making their way to point with these interesting comps. We do have some double shield going on the side of Mozzarella. Ooh, Penguinator is going down to Just a Seaman right there. It makes sense, Just a Seaman is a DPS player, so he's probably going to be dominating a little bit here. Benevolence did demech pop lots there. And we already have the window is going to be coming out, and they have capped the point on side of Mozzarella. Yeah,
that window came out really quick. I feel like it was a little bit of a premature ult, though. They kind of don't have it now. They just got LOS'd, and it was that simple for Dribblers to get around.
Yeah, Kua is pulling out that Coalescence, and Baitbone is able to drop Gym Blue, and that's both tanks down for Mozzarella, and they're kind of pushing towards the point here from Gerblins. But Penguinator was able to take out Just a Seaman, but it's not going to be enough to really save this. But Gerblin still does need to clean up these last players. Ooh, and we see the Visor coming out from Morningstar, looking to help clean up, and we have the Windows going to be coming out from Flatman, mainly because no reason to not use it before you die. Penguinator going down, and it looks like they should be capping this pretty soon, as Jim Blue stepping back on point, get delayed a little bit, but we do finally see the cap coming through, and a Grav coming out that I think was just for BM.
A little bit of tactical crouching after that one. And I was going to highlight that Babe Bun did a lot of work on that Zarya, and this composition is what you want to see, the Zarya Diva. Not really the best tank combo you can get, but you know, it can work. It's a lot of damage. So we'll see how that goes for them. Other than that, they did a good job staying alive, so they got to keep their ult, and that's really what's trying to fight for them there.
Yeah, we see the Coalescence coming out, but Kua is able to get dropped immediately with Penguinator's turrets. Penguinator, those turrets are being very powerful right now as they immediately cap the point. Not a lot of stall that came out from Gerblins there.
Yeah, that's really nice. And something you got to remember about Mystery Heroes is because ults do not carry over between heroes.
3k Diva Bomb from Poplots, the Lucio player.
Okay, just interrupt what I'm saying. It doesn't matter that much. I don't need to forecast.
3k. I'm sorry, continue with what you're saying, Mysfyt.
No, I think Poplots wants to get another 3-man bomb. I'll just hold off for now. But as I was saying, the ults, surviving a fight is really impactful because you get to keep your ult charge, which of course is always really beneficial in a game mode like this. So them being able to keep their ult charge should have been really impactful going to that next fight, but Poplot said no sir, and he just wanted to get them right back to the spawn room with 0 ult charge, so he just 3-man bombed them. Love to see it.
Yeah, we see Flatman getting an early kill into Kua there. Might be helpful here. It's basically just kind of a bit of a mess of a fight, but Jim Blue is able to take out Baby Buns. That's a lost support on the side of Gerblins. Poplot's going really low as he was demexed there. Hawk taking out Shellshock with those mines, doing a lot to zone the point right now, and they should be seeing a cap coming through right there. And yeah, so we do see Mozzarella with that point back, and they have won the fight.
Yeah, this point's just going back and forth and back and forth, but both the King and Blackman are on characters with really, really impactful ultimates. If they can stay alive here, they might be able to just win this pretty easily for their team.
Yeah, speaking of staying alive, we did see Hawk drop off the map on that ball. When we see the window coming out, trying to put some DPS into them as they approach the point, but the Blizzard gets dropped from Seaman there, as the team is going to be slowly heading towards the point. Morningstar does get a kill onto Nevitz there. She's going far on this brig, trying to get a lot of work done. We see the EMP is going to get popped from Blackman there. Hawk once again falling off the map. Jim Blue takes a dive there on that baby diva, and we do see Gerblins capping this point again. This is going back and forth constantly.
Yeah, and it's relatively quick. We now see some switches coming here. Oh, appears we have a pause for unknown reasons. Doesn't look like anyone DC'd. Someone might be having some internet issues. But yeah, those switches, because of that fight loss, it's going to be last fight territory, and only one side has ult. So it's pretty clear how this one's going to come out. And on top of that, you see that the side of Gerblins has not only double shield, but also Moira Lucio, which is an actual support line as well. So they're pretty much set. On top of that, we have Seaman on his signature character, which is the Ash. So yeah, I don't really see any way the Mozzarella are going to take this back.
Yeah, the good thing is, like, assuming that Gerblins does get this win here, going into the next part of Liu Shang, all of the heroes get reset, unless it doesn't work that way in Balance Mr. Heroes, but should be doing that. So kind of gets a bit of a reset there, doesn't let them stay on that kind of dominant comp for too long.
I believe it actually does, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so we're going to be getting started here again. Just waiting for that little countdown. And they will have to be watching out for these turrets at some point that Kua has placed.
I love where Seaman's positioned right now. I'm going to have to use that in my ranked games when I play Ashe.
Ooh, nice. That is a very good position. But yes, we do see Mozzarella is approaching the point, but Seaman gets an early pick on the Penguinator and the King. You were very correct about this dominating Ashe play coming out from Seaman there. Those two early picks are going to mean a lot. Moira just got ate by those turrets going down. Jim Blue going down as well. They are hanging on by a string. Overtime is ticking down. I don't think anyone... Oh, we do get a touch. I don't even know where it is, but oh, it's the ball. Okay. We do see the ball getting that touch, trying to stall it out, waiting for the team to come back. Does go down, but they are able to get another touch, but those players immediately get taken down. The Winston is on the point now, trying to stall it out, but I don't think he'll be able to stall long enough. And we do see the first point going to Gerblins.
And this is what we're talking about when we talk about how Justice Seaman is really, really dominant on that Ashe. Seaman is my pick for the MVP of Miners, in case anyone was wondering, in case you guys haven't been keeping up with Miners. He's an outstanding DPS, extremely flexible, and that Ashe is a really, really scary thing for him to pull out in games. I have watched him carry entire maps with that thing, so it's lucky for the Mozzarella that he's now being forced onto the Torbjorn. You know, which does have, I guess, some potential, but, you know, isn't as dominant as, you know, a carry Ashe pick, right?
So, with two Torbs on the field, do you think we're going to be getting a hammer kill?
We better be. If I don't get a hammer kill, I'm going to be severely disappointed, and I might have to report one of them for griefing in this game. Because I feel like if you are playing Torb in Miners All-Stars, you better be having hammer only. Like, that should be a rule. These teams should be letting each other just hammer 1v1 for the point.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a very correct assessment. We do see someone kind of standing on the point trying to get some side shots in on Mozzarella, as they're kind of pushing back Gerblins a little bit here, looking to get the first cap going. Blackman does get a kill on Jakua, first kill of Control Center. The charge from Baby Bun onto Blackman is going to take out that Reinhardt, which can do a lot there, but is going to get rezzed up by Jim Blue. And no caps have come through, actually, because they've been kind of stalling the point here. But with all their players falling, I'm guessing the cap is going to be coming through it not too long, but the Diva is going to be here to stall at the point. So it's just kind of continuing to happen, continuing to just be in this limbo zone right now. as they're waiting for a respawn. Despite the fact that Mozzarella is getting so many kills, they now have every single one of their ults.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Basically.
really impactful. In a normal game mode, you'd want to stall that out, just prevent first cap as much as you can. But now, well, that was a really, really poor shatter. Flatman, you're better than this. I know you are.
Yeah, the mines do come down though there. Blackman does get a kill into Morningstar, losing that kind of OP Baptiste right there. They pulled the, I'm forgetting the name of the ult I use the most.
Sound barrier.
Sound barrier, thank you. They are getting the kills
Easy.
though. And they are successfully beating back Gerblins right now.
Yeah, they still have the goo and the tire, which are both pretty impactful ultimates. The D.Va could potentially eat the goo from Hawk, but you never know, right? Here it comes.
It is a tank player. Was able to eat some of it, it seems like, and we'd also see the tire coming out. Is going to be taking out just C-Man, but I would have hoped for a bit more kills from those two ults, but King coming in is going to be taking out Babe Bun, and Gerblins really needs to get some work done. They have not really, I don't think they've gotten any kills on Control Center, actually, so they should start doing that.
That fair assessment. Fair assessment.
I think they should get killed. I'm big brain. Oh, they did get a kill. Shell Shock because it's gonna be taking out Blackman. Oh yeah, earlier, Babe Bun or someone was Babe Bun took out Blackman earlier on the Reinhardt. Just got res back up.
Oh yeah, you're right.
See the mines coming out again, trying to keep them in spawn as much as possible. And we do see someone on point. They're gonna need to kind of go stop that. Going on is the soldier trying to do stuff, and Poplot's is going to be getting a boop kill onto Penguinator. I'm not sure if that was just from the damage or actually booped him off the map there. Nev's is going to be getting kill onto Shell Shock. And they are, you know, kind of going back and forth right now, as we do see Gerblins now on point, looking like making a pretty good push right now, getting the D-Mech onto Blackman. And Hawk is going to be able to come out and get that kill on Babe Bun. Nevitz dropping the beat right there. And Kua going down, Poplot's going down, and it looks like it is just going to be Mozzarella continuing to hold this. They're just being incredibly dominant right now on Control Center, and they took that without much issue.
Shell Shock just missing the final touch there. And yeah, I think it comes down to a lot of it was just once you get that first cap here, it becomes really hard to retake because you have no ultimates, and every time you die, your ultimate resets. So just one team has access to ults, the other doesn't. And anyone who plays Overwatch in 2020 understands that ultimates are just too impactful to not have every team fight. So that one's a bit of an L, but hopefully they can turn it around, get some early picks here, and try to do what was done to them on Gardens here.
Yeah, definitely kind of want to come in strong here. And how much do you think they're going to be able to do that with the comps we see?
Well, I do want to give the advantage over here to the Mozzarella. They have a lot more heals that they can output. And also we have Penguinator on the ball and Blackman on the D.Va, or Blackman on the Zarya, which I know Blackman personally is a really good Zarya, and I really want to see Penguinator feed on that ball.
Yeah, we do see Gerblins getting set up on point first, so we'll kind of have to see if they're able to hold this and cap it. As we see Mozzarella kind of closing in from both sides here, as, you know, Ball's on one side, the rest of the team on the other, which definitely is always how it feels. Ball's never with team, and we do see Mozzarella kind of pushing on to point. It looks like they're actually going to be getting the first cap. Kua was able to be killing the King, but Hawk was able to come back and get a kill on just to see, man. I was hoping for a bit more point presence from them, gonna be honest. Penguinator and Shellshock going down. These kills are very even right now, so I'm kind of surprised we're not still in stall mode on this point.
Yeah, I really want to see the Mozzarella try to keep Blackman up here. Blackman is dominant on this character, and if they can keep him alive, I think they win this point easy.
Yeah, I'm hoping for not 100-0 like we just saw. Want to see some signs of life out of Gerblins here, but with Babe Bun going down right there, it's not looking too good. That Zarya is really high charge there, coming up from Morningstar. So we'll kind of see how much that's going to be able to help them as they get going here. And see if they're able to take out the King there on that Winston. He was able to jump away. King was able to take out Kua there. Babe Bun also was able to come back and take out Penguinator. The grab came out, not able to get a lot of kills directly off that. And huge tire, taking out 3, and then he gets another kill right afterwards.
That's play of the game. I could be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure he mined up and then did that. I may have missed that, but it kind of looked like that might have been a Reddit Lucy or a Reddit play right there. We'll have to see when we get play of the game of that, but that was a really good play by Hawk there. Won the fight.
An early grab coming out, just trying to keep them in that gate a little bit. 1 kill for either side. And they're kind of pushing up towards spawn now, getting a bit aggro, and it may come back to bite them. As Morningstar was able to res up just to see him, Babe was able to take out Blackman. We do see Poplots going down, but there's a chance he might get spawned onto a hero he plays more. We see the boot coming out from King onto just a Seaman, able to knock him off the map. And it's still looking good for Mozzarella right now as they just continue to get these kills.
Yeah, there's really not much to say about this other than the fact that Gerblins are kind of just getting outskilled right now, and it's, you hate to see it. Kind of getting out RNG'd too. Like I said, just Flatman Onyx, his like one of his signature characters, is just never going to be easy for Gerblins to contest.
Yeah, and I mean, at the end there were only 2 players on the side of Mozzarella that were off roll. So it just kind of lets you dominate a whole lot more there.
Yeah, and that's kind of why Mr. Heroes will never be belts. And this is what I'm talking about, just to come from above. And he gets the kill onto the brig for good measure. Excellent, excellent Junkrat play right there. Gonna have to F9 that one. But looks like we'll be moving on to the next game mode, which is going to be No Limits. I'm personally really excited to see what they pull out here, because the Majors game had a lot of fun moments. I don't know if you remember the 5 hogs on Volskaya.
I believe that was the coach's game.
That was a coach's game. Well, it seems I am a very scuffed caster, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize to you. You deserve better.
Yeah, let me make sure I don't have it in quick play mode this time, because I'm a scuffed lobby host. We know this, though. But yeah, so we should be good. I just need to get the... Okay, yeah, I already got the map. Nice. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I'm having to run the lobby as I cast here.
You're doing your best.
Am I, though? Am I?
No, clearly, because your best is not good enough.
Yeah, that's true.
You need to do better, Rainbow.
But yeah, so what crazy cops do you think these teams might be pulling out?
Well, I want to see something really I want to see something like 6-man, right? Like, I want to see like 6, I don't know, 6 Roadhogs, 6 Moiras, 6 Baptiste, 6 May, something sustainable, something dumb like that. I want to see defense run like 6 Torbs or something. I remember back when Torb had his armor packs, that was like a really big thing to run here, and I kind of want the legacy to come back to life here, and I want to see that happen. I want to see some 6 Torb action on here. I want to see some hammer kills, some goo all over the place. I just want to have a fun time in this No Limits match on Hanamura. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fun times are always great. It's what All Stars for. Get those nice meme comps going, and just see, you know, who's the better meme team, really.
Agreed. And so far it has been Mozzarella's, but perhaps they are just, maybe they built their team around Mr. Heroes. You know, they prepared for all the intricacies of that game mode, and now the Gerblins are ready to shine on this game mode. Maybe they.
Oh, you said you wanted 6 of something. There's 6 of something.
Yikes! That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I think that's the worst 6 of something you could have, except maybe 6 Orissas, but at least the Orissas can't heal.
Yeah, this is gonna be really hard for the defense to break, unless they get, you know, 6 Torbs.
Well, actually, the Baptistes are on attack, so...
Exactly. So, like, the only way a defense can beat this six Baptiste thing is with 6 Torb. That's my opinion personally. But it looks like they're only going to go with 3. Maybe they want maybe they want healing, like cowards.
Yeah. Who needs healing when you can just kill the enemy team?
The best offense is a good offense. Mysfyt 2020. Write that down, folks.
Oh, don't worry, I will. But let's get going here. It's mainly just shooting the immortality fields right now and shooting the turrets. This is going to be fun, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, a kill onto Kua, though.
We have different definitions of fun.
It's pure sarcasm. And we get another kill onto Morningstar. The Baptistes are not doing so hot right now, I gotta say. as they're just kind of falling. Ooh, Shellshock does get the first kill onto the Mozzarella, taking out King there.
Yeah, and I do want to highlight these Ana picks for the Mozzarella because the anti-nade they provide. Baptiste has a really high healing output, but this 6 Baptiste comp doesn't really have anything to block those anti-nades from coming in. So both Penguinator and Blatman doing a great job of getting these antis in and allowing their team to follow up on them.
Yeah, we did see Hawk going down there, but it's just kind of continuous losses for the most part on the side of Gerblins. So we'll see how much they're able to do before Hawk comes back and see if they can get a kill on King. He's really low right now, but looks like he is going to get healed up. Ooh, does fall kind of low again, and King is taken out. But the Baptistes are just continuing to fall. I think it might be time to switch up your comp, Gerblins.
Well, I mean, they do have 5 windows coming online. They stack all of those. I think 1 bullet headshot is all you need.
Yeah, I think we did hear the window going down. I'm not sure quite where it was, I'm gonna be honest. But didn't seem to be able to get much there. Morningstar is going to be going down. We do see the window coming out. Looked like that was at main. Another one over on the side. We see the Goob getting thrown down, trying to not let them really stand in front of that window there. They were able to take out Nevitz, but Shellshock is also going to be going down. We get the hammer kill. First hammer kill of Mighty's All-Stars. Let's go. Penguinator get taken out, King getting taken out, so there are a couple picks there, and if they're able to come back quick here, because they do have closer respawns. We see the window coming out, but Baby Bun is going to fall before can really capitalize off of that. And we see the Nano Bjork coming out again. Do we get a second hammer kill? Do we get it? Oh, we do see the Goo getting placed down, and not a hammer kill. It is a headshot.
That hammer kill didn't count.
And Nevitz is just going to be jumping off the map there, I guess.
He couldn't live with Jim Blue's failure. Oh yeah,
ooh, we see the Torb
attack. Not quite. We have 4 Torbs, but I can dream.
It's more Torbs than Mozzarella has, so.
Could be the key to victory here. You know, more hammers equals more victory in my book.
So far not working out, seeing as they've already lost like 2 players, but Penguinator is going to be taken out, so they might be able to advance here, just waiting for that, you know, one of those Torbs to come back. And they're going to be advancing here. Kua does drop. The King pushing here. Blatman goes down. And we see more Goo getting tossed down here from the King. And another hammer kill from the King onto Baby Bun. Just even does get a kill back onto King though. Poplot's going down. It's not looking too hot for Gerblins right now as Morningstar also falls there. They were able to get a kill on Hawk and Nevitz and Jim Blue. It's looking good. They might be able to bring this back. As we did see Kua switch over onto a ball here, and it looks like they actually are going to be capping point A. They were able to kind of turn that around right at the end there.
You know, I tried to warn you guys, but just the more hammers, the more victory. Like, the more potential you have to win. And just the 4 hammers coming out from the Gerblins are they just overpowered the side of Mozzarella. But now we see some retaliation in the form of 4 Bastions, a Baptiste, and a Symmetra. This is...
That's some dirty gameplay going on right now. This is
foul. This is one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Oh, they are going to get shredded as soon as they walk through that door.
Now if they can cycle their defense matrixes correctly. While we were speaking, Gerblins has switched over to 4 Divas, kept the Torb for just a statement, probably because he was popping off on it. And that seems like it's going to be their win condition here.
Now see if they can take out one of these Bastions. They are able to take out Hawk, but we get 3 DMX coming in. 4 DMX now. King going down. So they are getting the kills, but they are all Baby Diva right now. Jim Blue and King going down. Just Steven falls. Morningstar falls. So we just have the Baby Divas over on that side. They are able to start getting their mechs back slowly but surely.
Wait, are they winning this?
I think they're winning this.
There's no way.
It's going well. They're getting the kills they need. I mean, it's going well. And you know, as long as they're able to survive as Baby Diva, the DMX don't matter too much. Kind of able to just try to keep collapsing on these players so they come out of spawn, keep going. We do see Shellshock fully falling as Baby Diva there. Babe Bun is going to go down, but Shellshock was able to get rezzed up by Morningstar. Kua falling as well. So I do think that we are going to be seeing Mozzarella keep this. But that was definitely a very impressive attack. That they nearly won that.
Yeah, no, I was really surprised. Those baby divas can put in a lot of work if you're not careful, and Mozzarella was not being careful enough. But once they switched over to the stall heroes, the heroes they're a little more comfortable on, they actually were able to bring that back. Much to my dismay, I kind of wanted to see the 4 diva attack work, but now they're on 6 divas. So I think that must be the key, that they just didn't have enough defense matrix. That must be it.
And you know what though, Gerblins needs to win this because Mozzarella is not utilizing no limits anymore, which is really sad. See the bomb coming out is gonna take out the king there. Oh, and we now see them all switch over to balls. Oh no.
I'm scared. Mom, come pick me up, I'm scared.
This is my worst nightmare. It's just divas versus balls. This is horrible. There was a grab kick. I'm not even sure where that landed. Another bomb is going to get dropped, and looks like the divas are winning this, though, as they're continuing to take out the Mozzarella players. Only 2 balls left, but the respawns are going to start coming through. One of them has switched over to Azaria. Jim Blue's going to get a kill down onto Morningstar. We see another bomb getting dropped a bit high. Not going to be getting any kills there. Kua's able to take out Penguinator there. And it looks like they still might have a chance at this, but they do need to continue getting those kills, and it looks like they're just getting DMEX instead, as we see 3 DMEX came through there. We see another bomb is going to get dropped, only 1 second on the clock. They are going to be in pure stall mode right now, and it looks like Mozzarella really is kind of getting those kills they need to continue to hold this point. And we are not really seeing any kills coming out from Gerblins right now. It's a very long fight, but you know, eventually they will lose. We see another bomb getting dropped. We saw a bomb getting dropped onto Seaman there, got stuck and taken out. The bomb was not able to really get anything, just continuing to stall, hoping for those reinforcements to be showing up. We see a ball coming in, and it seems pretty much everyone switched over to a ball on the side of Gerblins to help come in and stall this out as much as possible. And we see a lot of mines on the field right now, and they are not able to stay on that point, and so the defense will be staying there from Mozzarella.
Yeah, with the amount of balls on the field right there, I think we might have to mark this VOD as not safe for work. That was foul right there, ladies and gentlemen. I personally hate Ball. He's one of my least favorite characters in the entire game. I think he takes skill, and I think he's like an interesting character, but he sucks to play against. And seeing that many on the field at once, that's just not what you want to see, you know? That just ain't it, you know?
I would like to commend you know, Gerblins, because they could have seen those balls and just been like, cool, we're running Mace Sombra, and we're preventing them from having any fun, and they didn't do that. So I mean, they're just trying to have a good time, man.
I can respect that. Still, though, it's going to be a tall order to push that hard in no limits. A good push by the side of Gerblins, and now we'll see what they're bringing out for their hold. And it looks like they are going to say, no more fun for you, pulling out 3 Mays and 2 Symmetras, along with the Baptiste just for extra matter. And it looks like we got Goats on the side of Mozzarella.
We're doing Goats map later. Save it for then.
That's a little premature. A little premature, kind of disappointing, but you know, we'll see how it goes for them. I believe most people are... No, I lied. I was going to say most people are on an off roll, but that's just a complete lie. The only person who is the King, who's on Lucio. But, yeah. I would like to point out that both Baby Bun and Justice Seaman play May in Owlet, and they are both extremely good at that character. So, this will be a tall order for this Goat comp. May is considered a pretty good counter to the Goat's composition, so this ought to be a good one right here, folks.
They did get spotted out in this little room here. Get to see multiple May walls dropped. Kua's going to go down, and Evet's also going to be going down to Morningstar. Babe Bun is going to be dropping, so they're going to get kills here, but the kills are being returned from Gerblins right now. And oh, they already got a tick. You guys need to pay attention to the point there. Didn't really have an efficient way to get back, but they are going to, looks like they are going to be cleaning them up right here and continuing to hold, but it's best to avoid losing that tick.
Yeah, I would agree on that. And it looks like the Gerblins have set up a teleporter back to point for quick entry back in, as well as a teleporter to other parts of the map. And now it looks like Blackman is... Oh, they're all on Widow now.
It's a Widow time.
That feels really ambitious. I guess I like it, because you can't really push into 4 Mays. But at the same time, 6 Widows on this map, that's just like...
Yeah, and you can just avoid the LOS for the most part.
Yeah.
Baby Bun says it doesn't matter that you're snipers, I'm a better one, and just takes 2 of them out. So, yeah, I think they might be rethinking this Widow strat right now as they're kind of getting shredded by these Mays and not getting any
Mayhaps.
picks. Ooh, as I say they're not getting any picks, they do take out Just a Seam, and Hawk is kind of carrying right now, trying to get these kills. King gets taken down, Penguinair gets taken down though. The May's apparently a better sniper than Widow.
Yeah, and that's actually one of the issues people have with her is the no fall-off range on her right click. She can't actually out-snipe Widows. I have done it several times in my comp matches. Please, if you're a Widow main, remember to unscope, or else you're just a sit and duck. And that's kind of what these 6 Widows are doing right now. They're just sitting ducks for this enemy team. Shellshock has the Blizzard here, and it looks like he's going to throw it here soon. Or not.
It looks like we're going to be seeing, yep, Jim Blue is going to be going down. Hawk getting another kill. Right there is able to take out Shellshock, but pretty much everyone on Gerblins is just hiding, just because they don't want to get fixed, you know. But we do see Penguinair is going to be going down to Baby Bun there. Baby Bun's pretty much the only one peeking, and it's peeking just to kill the entire enemy team. They are doing an amazing job on this Mei to shred all of the enemy Widows.
I feel like at this point they gotta start considering a switch. Hawk got a couple of picks there, but it didn't really feel like it was enough. And now it does look like they are switching over to some Monkey, which I don't really know if that's the best choice. You got the two Sims, the shred shields, and you're gonna have the BAP window to go into. And all 3 of these Mays have these blizzards. Yeah, no, this
they can
this
just
is not
keep
gonna go
stacking
well.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Mozzarella
they
should
should
be
do.
preparing to cry right now, honestly. Just gonna be frozen for the next minute as they try to push in here. We do see the window coming out, trying to get that damage in. We see the wall's gonna be coming up. A blizzard's gonna be getting thrown down. Penguinair was able to get a kill onto Seaman, but everyone else is dying. Blackman somehow managed to jump off the map there. So RIP. And they still have 2 of those blizzards for whatever Mozzarella tries to do next.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna be trying the same exact thing, but well, I believe it's gonna go pretty much the exact same way. I don't really think it's gonna pan out for them. This attack is just not as well planned out as they need it to be in order to take this point.
Yeah, but who knows? They could be pulling off something good here. I'm not gonna count them out just yet, but those 2 blizzards are very intimidating. Yeah, trying to drop in here, just trying to keep that high ground, see if they can tickle anyone down low enough. We see the wind is going to be coming out from the King there, and we see a blizzard getting dropped from Shellshock. Blackman was able to take out Pop Locks, but Blackman going down, Jim Blue going down, and again it is just kind of Mozzarella falling one after the other as they just continue to get frozen. Yep.
I think this strat might have worked if they had tried it from the beginning. Maybe they could have helped block some of the freeze with their layered shields, but just towards the air, I don't really think it was the pick to go. I would like them to see them switch to something like a Roadhog, maybe. They could try like chain hook them and kill them or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what else they could have done there. 3 Mays on Hamura, it just sounds like my worst nightmare right there.
Yeah, I definitely take back the earlier comment about Gerblins. You know, just trying to meme and have fun. They wanted to destroy the spirits of Mozzarella right there.
I think they destroyed mine. I think I'm a little bit of collateral damage in this case.
Yeah, you're definitely not wrong. But we're gonna be going to Goat next, so let me get that set up, and you just talk to me.
Wow, that's so sweet of you. Just talk. all right. Let me say. So Goats is, some people love it, some people hate it. As someone who is a DPS main, I have a bittersweet relationship with it because I am a good Zarya, but also a good Sombra. So I got SR when I played against Goats, but no one was having fun when they played against Goats. Especially not me. I didn't enjoy it very much. Nothing died. All my damage was useless. I had to rely on everyone else to get my kills for me, which was really, really frustrating as a DPS main. Most of what I like to do is just, kill the enemy team, and that makes me feel good about myself. So yeah, Goats, not my favorite meta, but some people love it, and I have to admit that last night during Caster Clash, I actually had a lot of fun playing with Manamimo and Ryan, who of course carried our team to victory because he is, 4.1. Which, in case you weren't aware, that's a really big number. So yeah, he kind of just carried us to victory there. And it looks like before we go into this Goats hellscape, it looks like we are going to be going to a short break just to let everyone replenish their souls after that May, whatever that was, the nightmare that we just experienced.
Cool, and we are back. We are going to be going into Goats Row. It's gonna
You want
be
to try that
real
again?
fun. What?
Goats Row.
Yes. We're gonna be playing goats. It's King's Row. Goats Row.
You disappoint me, Rainbow. You disappoint me. But you are correct. We are going to be seeing some goats, and I do hope they lock the classic goats like it was last night. Because, I don't know, there are some sadists out there who really, really enjoy that comp, and they would hate to see it spoiled by a somber main such as myself. Luckily, I'm not playing. You don't have to worry about that. But still, it would be nice to see the mirror composition come out without any variations.
Oh, they're forced to. We've locked it to classic goats.
Lovely. You love to see it. I'm interested to see who will play what. We already kind of got a brief glimpse into what Mozzarella might be running with, their attempt at goats on the first map, or their attack on Hanamura. But for Gerblins, I'm not really sure who will play what. They do have a couple of really, really strong DPS / off tank players that can play the Zarya. I would expect to see Shell Shock on the Diva, but I don't know who between Baby Bun and Justice Seaman would play the Zarya, because both of them have had moments either in Mr. Heroes or No Limits where they kind of popped off on those characters. So you never know.
But yes, we are going to be moving on to and actually starting the map. The sides have swapped just to okay. This is what happens when everyone just says R. I don't know that one team didn't.
Rip. All right, now they're ready. Woo! Woo! All-Stars game. Definitely not scuffed. Woo!
It could be miles more scuffed. In the coach's game, I actually had on quick play settings, so that's infinitely more scuffed than what we're seeing right now.
Was it on Hanamura?
Yeah, it was on Volskaya.
Oh, that would have been so poetic, because I don't know if anyone remembers this, but my old team, PT, was known for having a couple mishaps on the Hanamura map with quick play rules. You win some, you lose some.
They're calling me out that I'm very scuffed, which is true. I forgot to remove the roll limits.
Bro, the whole point of goats is that it's 3-3. That's like the All right, petition in chat. We need to start voting right now to make sure Rainbow never hosts another lobby in its life, because this is getting out of hand at this point. I gotta be honest with you.
If anyone volunteered, I would have let them in a heartbeat, but this is what we ended up with.
I blame Abyssal. It's always Abyssal's fault.
Yeah, that's fair.
As a commissioner. All right. 15 seconds left in the assemble your heroes phase. Obviously, a lot of strategizing going on with what comps to play. Just kidding. It's just goats, I guess, because I don't know who decided that would be fun.
I don't know. The people decided goats would be fun.
Yes, the people. Yes. Yes. And this is about what I was expecting for the Gerblins right here with Justice Seaman on the Zarya. Baby Bun was looking pretty good on it, but Justice Seaman is probably the best hit scan in the league, and Zarya is just a little bit more hit scan. Baby Bun has a little bit more of a flex DPS pool, to my knowledge. I don't know if that's not true. Baby Bun, feel free to at me and tell me I'm wrong. But yeah, we have pretty much the same comp as well coming out from the Mozzarella, except Nevitz is now on the Lucio, and the King is on the Brigitte. So we will see how this is going. I've never casted goats, so this is gonna be a lot of fun. Not, but I guess we'll see.
Goats is always fun. Goats actually best comp. I love it as a Lucio player. You can get wrecked as a DPS player though. They're gonna be pushing in here. Kua's gonna be falling really early. Losing that Reinhardt is so important in attacking on goats, and looks like they're gonna be able to clean this up as long as they stick together and stay focused. They do need to cap the point though. They shouldn't forget about that. Poplot's just emoting on point. they do not find it interesting enough to let him live, so he does just kind of get killed there.
Yeah, something else I want to point out there is with that Reinhardt falling right away, it makes it really, really hard for you to sustain it all. And it also makes it really hard for Justice Team to build any sort of charge because the Reinhardt is typically the one who gets the bubble target. But then
Can we talk about how Blatt shattered straight into a shield?
You know what? I don't think we need to. I think for him, we can just ignore that for a little bit. And that's alright. And I do like this part about goats is like when you're winning, you just go directly to their spawn. That much at least is fun. I do enjoy doing that on Zarya. And I have to say, Hawk is just absolutely owning right now on this Zarya. All his bubbles have been really well timed, and he's been perpetually high charged this whole match.
Yeah, they're just going straight to spawn with this one. Poor Nevitz is the one stuck back on cart right now.
He's having the time of his life. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're not letting them get out of spawn. I hope they are able to recover from this domination right now.
Baby Bun is currently begging in match chat to let them play the game. But it doesn't look like they're
fighting. Fair. It's fair, but they're not conceding. Blackbear is continuing to get these kills and take them out. We do see the grab coming out from Justice Seaman, along with the bomb trying to get the advantage here. Kua is able to get 2k there. You see the bomb coming, and the bomb fell into the pit from Jim Blue there, but so we are going to be seeing Gerblins recover and come back and finally get to the point here, just take out the D.Va and the Lucio. Lucio finally able to come back and play the game, but he's just going to be running and dying as he tries to leave. And they're stalling.
Oh no!
You hate to see it.
Oh, they're letting her remech so they can demech her again. No, this is brutal.
And kill just in time for the rest of the team to get there. We see the Shatter coming out straight into a shield. That's the second time this has happened.
The minor
I don't think either of these players are big Ryan mains.
I've been told by Flatman that the only map you can play Ryan on is King's Row. So, they have that going for them at least, but it looks like he's gonna get picked right then and there, as I'm saying that.
Yeah, but we do see Gerblins doing quite well. They did lose Kua, but using the beat drop from Poplot, we're able to stay alive and get some of those kills to keep them going. Just need to get Kua back here, and he's on his way as Mozzarella is looking to push in quite soon.
Yeah, this graph could be really big here. There are no defensive ults on the field right now.
Ooh, yeah, and we are going to be seeing Mozzarella just kind of clean them up so fast there. They are going to be capping point B unless a miracle happens, basically. But yes, we're going to be moving on to point C.
Yeah, I am really interested to see how this this trans goes here, because Penguinator's trans is going to be really, really important here to stop Justice Seaman's grab. Oh. Looks like Blattman's actually hiding. He's going for a flank shatter. Here it goes.
Ooh,
that's big!
Oh, entire team. That is going to be sure. Morningstar was able to come pop that transcend, saving the team. What an amazing play coming out from her. Is able to help her team recover. Gerblins might have a chance here after that insane shatter. Getting a huge shatter himself, Kua is going to be able to get some kills here and they're going to be able to hold this point. Amazing plays after that huge 6-man shatter.
Yeah, you kind of hit the nail on the head there. Morningstar with the outstanding trans, being able to save her team from certain defeat there, allows her to, even though they lose one, they do stay up longer and just long enough for Kua to get that big shatter and turn the fight around. It's a great support play by her.
Yeah, pulling out the grab themselves, and looks like we're going to be seeing a Diva Bomb drop on top as well. Able to take out 2 there, continuing to hold this on the side of Gerblins. And looking, they're going to get aggressive and try to clean up some of these last remaining players, but they're actually going to be backing up a bit early for my taste. But, you know, I love an over-aggressive goats, personally.
And we see some good ultimates lighting up for the side of Mozzarella, but they don't really have anything they can do with them because both all 3 defensive ults are online for Gerblins. They should be able to win this fight quite cleanly.
Ooh, Diva getting tossed really far back, but was able to pick out just a C-man. So they have a chance with the beat getting dropped. Both support ults, not what you really like to see coming out from Morningstar and Poplots. It looks like it's going to be kind of giving Mozzarella the advantage. They're going to be kind of pushing in here after the support ults were used and kind of getting some of those kills. We do see Poplots trying to stall on point there, though.
Yeah, and everything that could have gone wrong there did. First off, you have your damage source, Justice Seaman, getting picked really early by that Diva Bomb, and then you use all 3 support ults and still don't win the fight. And now they have nothing trying to re-engage except this Diva Bomb, which can throw it out haphazardly. But we'll find one!
Yeah, that could be kind of the pick they need to help push in here, especially with Justice Seaman's grab coming up. You know, kind of get that free grab there, not gonna get eaten, but the Shatter to kind of respond to that. The beat gets dropped from Nevitz, and again we see a double support ult coming out here. It's minus, I don't really expect anything else, and plus most of these players might not have been, you know that dedicated back in the GOATS meta. But we are going to be seeing Mozzarella kind of getting a lot of those kills here. Gerblin's just trying to hang on, and we do see Shellshot getting booped off the map there by Nevitz. Continuing to get those kills, and they do cap it with a minute 35 on the clock.
Yeah, that was a really scrappy fight there at the end. I really thought that that Gerblins was gonna, was gonna bring that back, but some good play on the side of Mozzarella to bring that back. And now we get to go into the next part of our resident sleeper game mode, which is the other side's attack. I can't wait.
Yes, and I would like to point out, the scoreboard is not updated and the sides are not switched.
We got Scuff Production. He's been working on it for the whole map, apparently.
I was making sure you knew. But okay, cool. So we're going to be, I'm excited to see what they can do on attack here.
Yeah, they were able to stabilize pretty well there on the 3rd point, so I would expect their attack to go pretty well. I believe it comes down a lot to, I feel like both Kua and Blatt have been trading back and forth with some good Rhine play, so whichever one of them comes out on top first here, I think that's really going to set the pace for the rest of the map. If they win this first fight here, I believe they're just going to do the same thing that was done to them, and they're going to push to the enemy team spawn, go all the way in, and then, yeah, from there we're just going to see classic GOATs, press W and hope for the best.
Yeah, pretty much. It's
Pretty
GOATs.
much.
There's not a lot to say. You know, it's like, I don't know. I think the teams are gonna play GOATs, and I don't think they're gonna switch off GOATs because they can't. So.
Yeah, it does look like we'll have the same people on the same characters as last time. Not a big surprise, to be honest. But it does look like. Ooh. What is this?
That got spotted really early. It's why you didn't see teams doing that when GOATS was meta.
Yeah.
It's because you just spot it and then it's not that helpful, and because they're already like on point and have this nice big point presence going on. Shellshock's able to get a kill onto Blackman, and Essential Beast kind of going down there, see if they can continue to get kills on the side of Gerblins to kind of help them cap this point. Ooh, but Kua going down, it's not looking too good. The teams are really even right now, as both Divas also got demech during that fight. We saw the rally coming out from Hawk there, able to get that extra armor going. Babebun is going to be taken down as Blackman returns to the field, King taking out just a Seaman. Looks like they are going to be able to keep this defense going, cleaning up those players. Pop Lutz was able to get a kill on Penguin but it's not going to be enough. He's going to be running away like the Lucio he is.
And I do want to actually point out I was wrong. The king is now on Zarya instead of Hawk. But I do also want to highlight that... Oh, there's still action going on.
Yeah, okay, Blind went for a bit of an aggressive shatter there and got taken out. We see a response. Why are they ulting? It's Spawn! Okay,
Because it's
like, literally
Ghost!
every ult came out there. Okay, yeah, so they're gonna be continuing to push forward here instead of Gerblins, kind of capitalizing on the aggressiveness that we saw coming out from Mozzarella. It looks like they're gonna be able to cap this point. That was a mess. It was a mess.
I want to give analysts, but analysis, that was just goats, ladies and gentlemen. That was just a lot of ults being thrown out in places you don't typically see ults being thrown out, and one team eventually won because they just got out sustained. And that was, I don't know, I mean, they played goats well. I gotta give it to them. Like, they did use support ults well. They target focused well, which was good, but just like, what happened, dude?
We see a shatter, we see a diva bomb come out, and no one dies from either. It's what you always see. A rally gonna be coming out from Babe Button. Get that armor going on the team. We see a grab coming out, diva bomb and a trance, and no one dies.
The goat special.
This is goats, ladies and gentlemen. A shatter coming down and a trance coming down as well to save everyone from that shatter, and no one is still dying. We see a grab getting thrown out, and finally people are going to be dying. We see Mozzarella getting those kills, and they're going to be stopping the Gerblins push. As I said, there was Baby Diva on point pushing a little bit. Shellshock just wants to die at this point. He's just gonna be staying there. Shellshock, I recommend you try shooting them, because then they'll want to kill you. Or they're just gonna kill you anyway.
And that's a pretty big stagger, and they'll have to wait a little bit before they want to push back onto it. They don't really have a lot of ults for recontest, but neither does the enemy team. They are coming up on a couple of support ults here, and Hawk does have that rally, so I would expect them to rally before they go into this next fight.
Yeah, it's like as soon as push in, kind of pop that rally is what you generally see, and that's exactly what we are going to be seeing. That rally is going to be coming out there. And oop, that's my camera real quick. Okay. But yeah, no kills coming through so far. Just kind of trying to get that damage in back and forth. The Rhine swinging endlessly at each other. We see the beat getting dropped from Poplot, the shatter coming out from Kuik, shatter coming out from Blackman, and the beat coming out from Nevitz. A Tiva bomb gets thrown out there, and not getting kills directly off of that. But we are going to be seeing Mozzarella continue to hold this. And Skirlin still have 2 minutes and 40 seconds to get this to the end of point B.
Yeah, but we do again see that a lot of ults had to be used there for Mozzarella in order to protect that point. And now Gerblins is going to come back with 4 ults, 2 defensive ones, and the grab, which is a really, really big ult here. If Jinblue can eat this grab, I believe that's game over for them, really.
Ooh, the grab's coming out, the trance coming out, and the diva bomb coming out. 1 kill for either side, Morningstar and Hawk going down. As they continue to try to push through here, get some of these kills going. Just seeing this, they'll take out Penguinator, so they are getting some of these kills they need. A grab's going to be coming out, though might spell the end. Kuik goes down, but they are able to demech Jinblue and take out the King, and it looks like Just Seaman is going to be getting tons of kills here and pushing through. Get that nice high charge going. Got like 4K in that fight, I think.
Yeah, and Justice Seaman's the one who shows from the kill feed, but both Kua and Popclot's able to bait in Flatman and the King and a couple other members of the enemy team just so they can get grabbed by Justice Seaman and let him pop off. Good tank play, good support play, good play all around. They're able to cap that point, and I believe they will be able to cap 7, barring a miraculous recontest here.
We see a shatter coming out straight into his shield. The rally also got dropped there. A shatter coming out from Kua, less into a shield, but still kind of straight into a shield. Morningstar does get dropped there, and it looks like we're just going to be seeing Mozzarella kind of continue to dominate here. And it sucks. It's only, you know, like a few meters from the end of point B there.
Yeah, something I'm seeing here is that the Gerblins are really having to rely on their ults in order to win fights here, whereas when in more dry fights, it seems like Mozzarella is doing a much better job of winning them. Bladman's being a lot more aggressive than Kua and making a lot more space for his team. But I do want to point out that Justice Seaman has built his grab in just that fight alone. So they will have some really, really good ults here for recontest. Just the same ult they used to actually get through the choke on first. So we'll see how this goes for them.
See the beat to start the fight coming and grabbing, only really getting the diva there, which is kind of odd. You would have expected if you're only getting the diva, the gonna get eaten. Kua gets taken down, the bomb gets dropped, not taking anyone out with that though. Trends and Rally get popped on the side of Gerblins. See the bomb getting thrown out there. And not going to be getting any kills, but Just Seaman was able to take out Flatman there. Hopefully he can continue to clean up those kills. Morningstar with a punch to the face onto Hawk is going to take it out, and it looks like they might be able to win this fight. Just need to take out the Zarya, D.Va, and the Lucio here, but it shouldn't be too much of a hassle to clean up these last couple of kills to continue to move towards the end here. Just getting it in the nick of time. It is now overtime, but they should be able to cap this right now, and we're moving on to point C, but they only have a minute 30 to get to the end here.
And once again, Justice Seaman will have his grab for this next fight, and there's only one defensive ult, but it's the Rally for the enemy team, so they will not really have anything to counter this. However, the King has also built his grab, and there are also no support ults on the side of the enemy team, so this is going to be a battle of the grabs. Whoever can get the better grab is going to win this fight for the team.
Yeah, pretty much. If you see the Rally is going to be coming out from Hawk there, the grab coming out from Justice Seaman, and the Shatter coming out from Blackman. Oh, but the King's ult did get eaten there, so that grab is gone. I think that's the first eat we've seen of this GOATS game. Nevitz falling straight into the hole there as Blackman goes down. Hawk gets taken as well. Kua does fall, but it's still heavily on the side of Gerblins right now. And there is no funny business with Nevitz falling into the hole. He just kind of dropped.
Yeah, you see that.
Yeah, you really do. You see Blackman coming in to continue to try to get this contest here, but they are rolling up really close here. They just need to be able to win this fight to get this cap. We see the D-Bomb going down, not going to be able to get anyone. We see the Rally and the Shatter coming through.
Huge.
There's so many ults going down, but with Penguinator pulling out that trance, they'll keep his team mostly alive. You see another D.Va Bomb getting dropped, not going to get anyone. Poplutz did pop the beat right beforehand, which was kind of able to save the team. You see the grab getting thrown out from Justice Seaman, and it looks like they are going to be cleaning up some of these kills. 4 kills coming through right there. Just 2 people left, and it is the Lucio and the D.Va. They need to clean up these last kills before reinforcements come in. And it looks like they will be able to. They have capped point C.
Yeah, and Seaman wins it there with a pretty good grab. Some of you may be thinking that I was saying, well, that's huge when I saw the grab, or when I saw the Shatter go off, but I was actually saying that's huge because Penguinator was able to block the charge with his Transcendence. So not only did that Transcendence keep his team alive, but he was also able to allow at least one of his members to stay alive in order to like help win the fight. Unfortunately, they weren't able to do it because Justice Seaman is just too good on that Zarya. But still, that's a really, really good support play. And I needed to highlight that because that's something that's a really heads up play from Penguinator right there.
Yeah, Penguinator I know is like a used to play Zen quite a bit if I'm remembering correctly, so I'm not surprised he's doing very well. But I do think he said he hasn't played Zen in GOATS.
That's correct.
Yeah, I've heard that in the caster class yesterday, which he did play it. So he's doing a very good job for having not played that in GOATS before.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how it's going to go on now because there's a pretty big switch up on the side of Mozzarella. We now have Blackman going over to the Lucio and Nevitz switching over to the Rhine. So a pretty big shakeup here in the lineup. Maybe this surprise factor is what they need to really finish this one out. They only need a tick in order to win the point here. So I don't know. Maybe the surprise will be enough to catch them off guard and win the point.
Yeah, I think they might be wanting to go for a bit of a less aggressive playstyle. Blackman did kind of get overly aggressive at multiple points, which led to him getting taken down. But yeah, they only need to get 1 tick here to win this. Gerblins can only really tie here. Shellshock getting that early kill into Nevitz though, but Hawk coming back and taking out Baby Bun. Still keeping this pretty even. Shellshock does get DMX'd. Kua going down. It's looking really good for Mozzarella. They do get that tick. Mysfyt chill.
That was embarrassing.
It was though. But so we do see Mozzarella winning this. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not remembering the score right now.
Oh no!
I think it's Mozzarella to go, right? 2-1. Okay. Yes. Thank you, producer. But yeah. So next we are going to be going into 2-2-2. Let me just get that set up.
That's I mean, I get that they're memeing, and I don't think there was like really heavy comms, but that's just like basic awareness, dude. It's an object. I said this once before, and I'll say it again. It's an objective-based game. You have to touch the point.
To be fair, a number of them I think were getting like body blocked and booped off of point.
That's fair. That's fair.
Why
So,
Gibraltar? Gibraltar bad map. Why are we going there?
Gibraltar best map. What are you talking about?
Gibraltar bad map. I was first to play Ana here, and now I hate it.
What do you mean? Isn't this a good? This is a great on a map. This is.
I don't like Ana though.
Oh, okay. You make a fair point. You make a fair point. So it's a bit of the negative reinforcement right there. You being forced to do something you don't like on this map has now ruined this map for you. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, pretty much. I hate Ana because I can't aim, and so it makes me cry inside because I know I'm like pure throwing.
I can relate to that. I can relate to that. I had to play Doom in some of my minors games, and it yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
Yep, so we're going to be getting started right quick here. That's what I love about All-Stars. Really quick turnover between the maps. Don't have those super long pauses for no reason that you get in some of these matches.
Some of these teams, they have pretty active coaches and they want to get some coaching, but in a lot of games, I've been a part of games where we've had breaks between maps that go for like a solid like 5 minutes for like less than zero reason. Like, we're ready, and the enemy team says they're ready, and then we're just like, no one starts the match, and it's just a mess. It's just a mess. Owlet's scuffed.
All NA lobbies are scuffed.
That's correct. Especially Overwatch League.
Yes, but we should be seeing what these teams are going to be running. So we are just doing a basic 2-2-2 now. Looks like we're not taking a double shield. These teams are just running what they want, which is pretty clear by whatever these teams are pulling out right now.
Well, it looks like we will actually have double shield, but not the traditional kind coming out from, I believe that's Gerblins. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that is Gerblins.
Yeah, and it looks like they will have the Rhine Sigma, which is something that my roommate and I have actually been pulling out in comp, which can work kind of well, actually. You can allow your Rhine a little bit more space with that extra shield, but it's a little bit more mobile than the Orisa, so it's kind of for a little bit more of a mobile double shield, but of course Ryan is way less survivable than the Orisa, so it is of course worse. This Hanzo Pharah composition is something we've seen Happy Squids have a lot of success with in minors, so I'm excited to see how they do it with some non-Happy Squids members.
Yeah, I'd be kind of scared here because Vape's an amazing Pharah and just seeming just an overall amazing DPS on those like heavy aim heroes, and they're already getting 2 kills there. They're running dive with the Bastion, which is an extremely interesting choice there. But yeah, they're just kind of cleaning up right there, having a pretty solid hold as of yet.
Yeah, I would like to see Hawk switch on to probably a hit scan here to try to take care of this Pharah. I don't really think the Tracer, the Tracer Doomfist is going to have a lot of success there. Obviously, you are going to want to try to dive on Seaman, and maybe you want the extra firepower of the Doomfist in order to do that. But if you ignore the Pharah, she's just going to rain fire on you.
Yep, King kind of missing his dive onto the high ground, gets taken out by just Seaman there. The Winston was able to drop on, but not really getting any kills there. They're continuing to kind of move the cart. Kua does have to drop to contest, so he's going to kind of get overwhelmed there, but we do see Gerblins kind of getting these kills in the back line. They just need to prevent this cart from moving, which they will now be doing as the rest of the team is going to be backing away. And they are going to be stopping that cart there. Rez and Kua, but Seaman gets taken out by Hawk there. And so that might be a really good pick at removing the DPS of Seaman.
Morningstar's low, and she will go down here, which means Babybun has lost a lot of their support here. They can potentially take him out. They do have a couple of hit scan like characters-ish. They have the Tracer or the and he'll just go down anyway. Never mind.
Yeah, to a punch from Blackman. So I'm kind of curious how that happens. We see the mines getting dropped there. Seaman was able to get res, but that's going to be kind of the end of the point A defense for Gerblins. And we'll be kind of moving on to point B very shortly here.
Yeah, the OO's kind of popping off. They're getting 5 kills that fight. Really showing off here. Blackman's doing great on this ball, and Penguinator's been really clutch with the heals. Now they have the Nano here. I'd like to see a Nano Tracer, honestly. That's always fun. And they're pushing spawn again. It's like goats all over again.
Yeah, Mozzarella just getting aggressive. All those late picks. We do still see Hawk hanging around. If Hawk can get a pick, oh yeah, okay. So Hawk got a pick there, and that's not good for Gerblins. They've already made it like halfway through point B. They really need to just kind of push in here and take out Hawk.
This barrage could be really, really big for the recontest, though. That's a lot of damage, and they don't have a lot of shielding to get through it.
Yeah, we do see it.
Nano Tracer.
Oh no, Nano Tracer. Yeah, the DPS doing really well right now for Mozzarella, but Seaman and Ko were able to come back and get 2 kills there. One of them gets res back up, and yeah, it's just Mozzarella. It's just Mozzarella in the kill feed, basically.
Yeah, they're doing a really, really good job of leapfrogging each other to get this this dive composition to work. And we now have the King on his signature carry, the Forest. We got a bit of a dogfight going on, but it looks like the King is kind of winning it.
Yeah, it does seem that way, but I'm excited to see what Baebun can do with this barrage in this next fight, assuming they can make it to the next fight and Hawk won't just continue picking off all of their players one by one, which is kind of what we've been seeing as the entire, like half the team is just in the enemy spawn. Poplot's got stuck there. Shellshock was able to be calling the Flatman, and Baebun's able to be calling Nevin, so they are going to be able to push in here. Baebun doing really well to take out the King. That is both people from the Far Mercy gone. They're going to be able to push in here, helping clean up. Just need to take out the Winston and the Ana here, at least force them back into the spawn room.
It took Babybun exactly 4 shots to take out that Far Mercy, and he hit a couple, or excuse me, they hit a couple of uphill directs, which are really, really hard to do on a lot of projectile characters, really showing their prowess on this Pharah here, and I'm really liking how this is going. Both teams have barrages, and it looks like the King wants to go for a bit of a flank barrage, but he didn't get challenged by Babybun here. Excited to see how this one turns out.
Yeah, King basically saw Babybun like immediately backed off there. Kind of still going back at it again now, but I just appreciate that moment. Just like, oh, Babybun's here, let me leave. Babybun take it out. Nevin's there and takes out the King. The Far Mercy is gone, but Babybun was taken out there along with Justice Seaman since the DPS gone. Justice Seaman does get res by Morningstar there, but it looks like they are going to be able to continue to hold this so they take out Jim Blue.
Yeah, and the as you can see, the blue team has a lot of ultimates right now. They got a couple of ones that aren't that impactful. They got the High Noon, which isn't that great. It's still pretty good. And they got the Shatter, which won't do a whole lot against a team that's this split up. But they do have the Barrage in the window as well.
Yeah, we see the dive coming in pretty strong here from Mozzarella. Babybun is able to get a kill onto Hawk there. We see the High Noon is going to be coming out. See if it gets any kills. We saw a Shatter drop as well. King was able to get taken out. Babybun is going to be dropping that Barrage, getting a nice 2k there. Looks like they can continue to hold that. Despite the pretty nice dive, despite the fact that most of these teams have not played dive in quite some time.
Yeah, no,
it's fairly organized.
It's working out. The King still has his Barrage after Babybun picked up 2 with theirs. That seems like it's going to have to be their win condition here, except maybe with the exception of Flatman just popping off like he did on first point. Not a lot of ults on the other team.
Oh, Justin gets taken out by Hawk. Could be the pick they need along with the mines getting dropped here. Yeah, we see the Barrage coming out from King is able to take out Kua. The Immortality Field also goes down there. Poplot's drops. It's looking really good for Mozzarella right now to make a recovery here as they take out Babybun and Morningstar. Nevin's got the kill on debate, but I'd like to point out, always love to see a good old Battle Mercy. So they need to be able to come out from spawn here and stall this out and get some of those kills. They do have the Valkyrie, which they're going to be pulling out right now, but they're not really close, or they actually do have a window, correct me, and if they can survive long enough, they do have that Graphitic Flux, which could win them that fight. But we do see Mozzarella just kind of continuing to get kills here. Despite that window was able to come out, Shellshock was able to kind of get some shots through it, but the players are just kind of continuing to fall here on Gerblins. They need to continue stalling this because just a little bit longer and Shellshock will be able to use that Gravitic Flux, but looks like it's going to get capped and not giving him a chance to pull that out. A really great recovery there from Mozzarella.
Yeah, Hawk and the King are doing a really good job here, and they're probably the biggest reason why Happy Squids are number 2 in the league right now. Is they are just they are an explosive DPS duo, and they are really showing it here in this All-Stars game on 2 of their signature characters, Hawk with his Tracer and the King with his Pharah. They are really popping off, and they are making a show for us here.
Yeah, definitely. I was looking at the lineups beforehand, and I saw Hawk and King on the same team, and I was like, R.I.P. Gerblins.
But they have Justice Demon and Baby Butler, who are two pretty much equally as competent DPS, but they're just, not on the same team, not as much synergy.
Yeah, I agree.
Um,
It's just like the synergy that scared me. It's like you have the
yeah,
synergy of these
yeah,
two amazing DPS players.
yeah. No, that's always gonna be a bit scary.
But yes, we're gonna get to see what they run. Continuing to stick with dive on the side of Mozzarella. King pulling out a Sombra to start here instead, though, and we also see dive coming out from Gerblins.
I personally love Sombra Tracer Dive. I think it's probably one of the best iterations of Dive. It allows a lot more of like movement potential. Like the Genji has a lot more vertical potential, but just like if you get into like a little bit more of an open area, or if you stage well enough, the Sombra, the Tracer can do a lot more than the Genji can because the hacks are there, and it's just like a little bit more consistent damage. More threats. You can take care of like Baptiste a little bit better because the eye field can go down in a single click of a right click with the Sombra there. So I personally really like the comp that they're running. Now we see a double shield Bastion comp with a Mei. This is
I don't
hate
like this
everything about
switch.
this.
I mean, I get you guys want to win, but like,
At what
have
cost?
some manners. Just Steven goes down to Blackman anyway. It doesn't look like the cheese is necessarily working out for them. They do get the res onto Just Steven, and Babe Button has already fallen to Hawk. Hawk's Tracer is very scary, and I'm glad I'm not in this matchup against Hawk. Gonna be honest, I hate Tracers. Nevitz goes down though, so that could be kind of central. It's gonna take Nevitz a while to get back from spawn. If they can just kind of recover and stop dying, they could have maybe kind of recovered there. But at this point, I think Nevitz is going to be back pretty much in time.
Yeah, we see the tanks and the Tracer for Mozzarella have already built their ultimates, with pretty much everyone else being pretty far behind except for Penguinator, who has been healing through all the damage. So I would expect to see another Nano Tracer come out here, and just expect to see a Hawk just absolutely destroy the Gerblins here.
Yeah, we see the mines getting dropped. Winston also popping Primal there, and it's just gonna be Gerblins falling. They really need to rethink their strategies. It's not working right now.
Blackman really popping off on this Ball here. Like I said, Ball is one of my least favorite characters in the game to play against, but I do enjoy watching him from time to time, especially when we see someone like Blackman, who is, to some, arguably the best off-tank in Minors, and he's really showing why with his flexibility and his skill on this character.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest, I would love to see just Steven pull out a McCree to deal with the Tracer, but pulling out his own Tracer works too. I'm not sure he'll quite be able to match up to Hawk, but we'll kind of have to see how it goes. They are getting some kills in this fight, so who knows? They kind of went back and pulled out this dive here. Babe Bun does fall to Hawk there, but they're continuing to get these kills, not really getting the movement they need though. They need to take out this Ball and the Tracer here. Kua gets stuck, goes very low, and does drop to a couple of swift shots from Hawk.
Yeah, it looks like they will be pushed back here because they don't really have the spawn advantage that the Gerblins do, so they will have to back up here and regroup. Shellshock gets caught out though. That could be a pretty impactful pick. They might want to go in on this once this payload pushes a bit farther.
Yeah, I think they're just waiting for it to get up here so they have that really nice kind of spatial advantage. Yep, the drop is going to be coming down. The EMP getting dropped, and everyone is diving in. Winston kind of missed his jump there, but that's okay. They're being pushed back into this corner here. Haven't gotten these kills yet. Morningstar gets to pick onto the King. Shellshock does go down again, though. Baby One also falling. But, definitely is still a chance on the side of Gerblins to pull this back with the Coalescence coming out. They also take out Penguinator. Morningstar really doing a lot in this fight. He's gotten 3 of the kills so far. She's doing amazing on this Moira.
Yeah, no, the Coalescence can be really deceiving. Once you first start getting tickled by it, you start to just, brush it off a little bit. Like, it's not that much damage.
Yeah, and then just Steven getting a 3K.
Yeah, excuse me. Sorry, Steven. I was a little preoccupied, but you're great too. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, continuing to taking some cues from the Mozzarella's aggression here and trying to continue to push them back. Penguinator gets taken down and continuing to kind of push, make sure try to keep them back, get some of these picks. But if you do not get those picks and instead get picked yourself, that is not good. You kind of get punished for that aggression, but the cart is still moving, so it's looking pretty good right now. We do see the window getting popped, so along with the mines there. Nevitz does fall to those mines, but Blackman was able to get a kill onto Morningstar. and Hawk is able to take out Shell Shock there. So they kind of not. They've stopped being able to get progress on the cart here, but just Seaman was able to take out the king. But that Nano Monkey is kind of scary there, gonna be honest.
Yeah, and a good stabilization by Mozzarella. Justice Seaman does find Penguinator, but I don't think it's going to be enough to turn the tide this fight, and Justice Seaman will fall as I'm saying that. It looks like the Gerblins are going to have to regroup, just chill out for a bit, wait for the respawns, and really rethink their strategy because they are not really making a dent in this defense right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what we're going to see. We do see that Coalescence coming out from Morningstar again, so maybe she can get some more work done there. And we do see it get popped right now, but the mines are going to be dropping as well. Baebun gets a kill onto the king, and Kua's able to take out the Immortality Field and then get a kill onto Nevitz afterwards. I see a Pulse Bomb getting dropped, not sure who onto, but did not get a kill. Kua continuing to kind of go in here, take out Penguinator, take out Hawk, doing a lot of work on this Winston, and we are going to be seeing the Meteor Strike coming down from Baebun. Not getting any kills off of that though, but they are continuing to get this movement here on the cart, and it looks like they will be capping unless you do see the ball coming in trying to stop this, the window getting popped as well, the Meteor Strike coming in from the king there. But everyone's kind of hanging on by a thread as Nevitz, King, and the Penguin here to go down. It looks like they just need to claim these last couple people, which is the tank, so it's do kind of have some work ahead of them, but it looks like they're going to be able to do it. But Jim Blue is able to come back and take out Justice Seaman. They need to take out Jim Blue here to cap this point. Oh,
Yeah,
they are able to get it right before Nevitz touches.
Very, very good. Kua having a couple of really big picks there in that fight. Great job. I'm loving to seeing all this dive come out. Dive defense is, of course, harder to run, but it does look like they are running it just a bit better. The mines come out from Shell Shock, and it doesn't really look like it's going to get a lot, but it will allow the cart to move a little bit while the sports have to stay back. That could be big for them.
And Kua did get taken out, so that's, you know, losing that tank's not great. We see the Pulse Bomb getting thrown out. Got Morningstar. Morningstar must have been low. She was not too close to that, but, you know, it's a pick nonetheless. Shell Shock's able to take Penguin Air, gets dropped himself. They kind of need to back up here, and as I said, Kua jumped in, so, you know, but Kua was able to get a kill onto Jim Blue, so it's working out for them. And there's a reason they're on teams and I'm not, so they do get a Big Bun gets a nice punch on the Hawk, takes him out there. We see Blackman coming in, looking to drop those mines there, and we see the beat getting dropped out from Poplots to kind of get that sustain going. We see two ults on the side of Gerblins, and we see the Nano getting pulled out from Penguinator onto Jim Blue there, but Gerblins is just kind of getting more kills than Mozzarella right now.
Yeah, it looks like this is they're kind of just trickling at this point. They are forcing out a few ults here and there, but not a whole lot. And unless this, we can start seeing some red on the left side of the kill field, I think this is going to go in the way of the Gerblins.
Yeah, but I mean, Jim Blue is able to stall a lot of time with that primal. Baebun does get a kill onto Nevitz there after Nevitz got a kill onto Shell Shock. So it looks like they just need to take out this ball to continue moving here. And it looks like they're taking out everyone else. They still need to take out those tanks. They've been having some issues with that, but Jim Blue does fall. Just need to take out Blackman. Blackman is living for far longer than they would like, I'm sure. But they do finally get that kill and continue moving here. Just trying to use that primal to keep people away from the point, the mines to prevent people from getting out of spawn here. Morningstar is able to take out Penguinator. The ults are getting dropped. Poplots has his beat again and drops it. He used that at the beginning of this fight as well, and they're continuing to give these kills to King, Nevitz, and Jim Blue are going down. Jim Blue going down to those mines there. They continue their movement. It looks like they will cap, and with time, so it is a minute versus 2 minutes 6 seconds.
Yeah, that was a really, really good stall by the Mozzarellas, but it didn't really go their way. They were trickling, they were stalling pretty well, one by one, getting on the point, but a good job from Gerblins, able to prevent the miraculous comeback, and they are able to cap that with time. They will have to attack first though, and their first attack did not go very well. They will need to bring along something to deal with the really, really high performers from the enemy team, Hawk especially. You're going to want to watch out for him on the Tracer. You're going to want to have something for Blackmen's the ball. Maybe bring a Sombra so that you can deal with both of them at once. Or maybe you'll just want to go with what works for you and stay on the ball, Winston dive, and see if you can make it work this time around.
Yeah, it looks like they're keeping their support and DPS lineup. Oh, as I say that, just even does switch over to a Widow. I'm not sure if that's just temporary. I kind of expect it is temporary, but the tank line has switched over to two off tanks. So that's mildly questionable. Oh,
Mildly
I
is the keyword there.
oh, but can we look over at what Mozzarella's running? They don't want fun to happen. They're running a Rissa Hog.
Just Orisa is enough for me not to have fun, but then you also gotta bring a Brig to add insult to injury. Like, that's just me at that point. They will not have a lot of heals, though, so I'm hoping that the Gerblins can recognize that and hopefully make some switches to counteract that.
Ooh, and we do see double sniper coming out actually from Gerblins here, and they do have the Rhine now switched off that Zarya, but Shellshock getting taken out really early on that Hog. But, you know, kind of continue to get that movement going, get that movement started on the cart. The Fire Strike going out, but Hawk's able to take out Baby Bun in the back there. But, you know, cart's still moving. We do see the Brig dropping down along with the Orisa just to come beat up this Rhine, and it's working. They've 30 seconds to really get this done, so they need to get picks here. Just even get the kill onto King, so remove some of the DPS. Lets them live a bit longer, maybe make it closer to the cart. Babe Bun switches over onto the McCree. Kind of what I wanted to see earlier to help deal with Hawk. Kind of see how it works, but gets hooked and taken out there. And they need to come in and touch, but looks like Kua's gonna get a bit shredded here. Actually able to still stay alive. Shellshock's able to take out Nevitz there. Continue pushing towards this point, and they are on it. So we'll kind of just have to see how long they'll be able to stay on it. King comes back and takes out just a Seaman though, but Blackman does fall on that Orisa, and King goes down as well. So it looks pretty decent for them, but it is going to be entirely overtime push, and they cannot leave this payload even for 1 second.
This map especially, though, you do see a lot of these snowball points where a team will barely win first, and then they'll win every team fight going forward. And I can't really give you a reason for that. That's just something I've noticed from my ranked games. And, you know, you love to have it happen to you, but you hate to have it happen against you. And Blue Team does have a real chance there to win this fight with their ultimates here.
Yeah, we see the Shattered Coalescence coming out. They very much want to win this fight, and I don't blame the Firesharks. They'll take a Penguin there, and they are just cleaning up right now. And they're going to be continuing to push forward. And I think the reason you see that happen, where it's just pure overtime and they're able to roll through, is just like that back against the wall feeling. They're like, we need to win. And so they stop kind of fearing wasting ults or, you know, whatever, and are able to just use that confidence to win the fight.
Yeah, and we do see that Shellshock is really getting close to this graph here, and that could be a fight winner, but 5 ults online with 6 close for the side of Mozzarella, and that could be a really, really big win condition for them here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they just dump all of their ults to try to ensure winning the fight. It looks like that's what we're seeing,
That's a big
as
hit.
4 of the ults have dropped, but Shellshock is able to get 2k there, but they're able to come back with a 2k of their own over on the side of Mozzarella. We'll see who can continue up this momentum and get the next kill here. Because right now everyone just kind of stabilized a little bit. We do see Kua's shields falling and gets dropped. Morningstar also going down, but Hawk does get dropped by Babe Bun. Babe Bun pulling out that Jedi is able to take out the King. We do see the rally from Nevitz coming out as well. I hear a grab somewhere. I don't really see it though, I'm gonna be honest. But we do see the kills coming out for Mozzarella, and it looks like they are going to be clearing them off, able to get halfway through point B.
That's a pretty good push for what you had to work with there. You were being pretty much full held there, and they were able to turn around and get pretty good movement on that cart there. And now it's on the burden's on Mozzarella to match that. And given the way their first attack went, I wouldn't say that they had a chance. But the Gerblins now have a lot of stuff to work with. They've seen a lot from the enemy team on this map, and they will choose their defense accordingly. And they could potentially, I don't know if we do a tiebreaker for this map, but they could potentially send this to map 5 if they're able to correctly predict what the Mozzarella will run here.
Yeah, so I think we're definitely going to be going to map 5. I'm gonna actually have to double check what mode we're gonna be playing if we do that. And it might just be ask the teams what they want to do, honestly. Because, I mean, after all, this is for fun and games. This is a meme game, so, you know, whatever the teams want to run, that'll kind of have that fun going, is what we'll be running. Yes, all supports would be amazing, as Speak, our producer, just suggested.
Some supportal
He
combat.
suggested specifically 6 mercies, but I was generalizing to 6 supports.
6 Lucios would be the most terrifying. Of course, you could just
Oh,
run
that
six
would be
Pharahs,
scary.
but you know.
Just chain boop everyone.
Oh god, no. Please
Okay, well,
no.
we do need to finish up this match first, and Dribbble needs to win it. We might go to a bonus map 5 anyway, but kind of getting started here. Blackman gets the first kill onto Morningstar. It's a big pick, losing that support. And it's going to take a while for that to come back. Poplots do get slept in the Immortality field. Blackman charging way into the back line. Poplots needs to survive this. Looks like he's doing well so far. The kills are going back and forth here right now. But looks like it's Mozzarella coming out on top right now.
It's a big first fight win for them. Blackman is getting really close to his shatter, and he's definitely doing better than Kua on this Reinhardt right now. Hawk is also pretty close to his Genji Blade. He's probably going to be able to get that by the first point. I'm expecting to see some combination of a tank ultimate and that Genji Blade in order to win it, or maybe just a Nano Blade, as Penguinator is about as far along as Hawk on his ultimate as well.
Yeah, sure. We see Baitbun trying to dive in on this Doomfist, but ooh, not able to make it out of there. Just barely. We see who's that? Nevitz in the in the middle of the Gerblins there, but just trying to come and get these kills. The window's going to be coming out. Blackman charging onto Morningstar. The shatter from the back line. They need to deal with Blackman. He is a bit of a menace right now. We do see Hawk pulling out that blade after getting killed on the shell shock. Blackman's going to be taking out Kua here, and Poplot's going to be going down. Baitbun is going to call it King, but it's not going to be enough. And Baitbun just kind of needs to die or get out right here.
Looks like he is able to get out, but he might die anyway here. I would expect him to. No, he got out. Oh, no.
Ooh,
Hawk
just barely not able to get out. But yeah, they need to just kind of reconcile. Just kind of sit here, not die. They're able to get a kill into Hawk. That might be what they need to continue here. Blackman going down as well, forcing Nevitz to pop feet just to make sure his team is going to be staying alive here. And the Shatter's going to be coming out, able to take out Penguinator and Nevitz. They're taking out the entire team there. And we did see King pop ult before he died, and it looked, ooh, they're just installed. That's all they can do at this point. Morningstar is able to take out Hawk, and preventing the ball from getting to point, and Gerblins win.
Victory.
Wow.
Ooh, spicy.
That was a really, really good job by Kua there. Big shatter. A lot of Ryans look for the huge play there in overtime, but he just went for the easy 2-man, and that won his team that point there. But even earlier in the fight, some good team play in general to get some picks early on, get picks onto Hawk, and I believe it was Jim Blue as well. That was really impactful into winning that fight. And now it looks like we will be going to map 5. We'll have to check the teams to see what the mode and map will be. But I would expect that they'll either want to run something meme or something. I don't know. Maybe they'll want to go 2-2-2 again. Maybe Mozzarella wants to run it back on a different map. I believe the map type will be control, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we will going to control because it's the only purely, like, there's no ability to tie it. You can technically tie escort.
Yeah, no, you can. I've seen that. There's a couple ways you can do it. Like there's the first point thing where you let it cap first, but no touch it, or just not touch it in general. But yeah, no, that's some fun ones. Looks like we're getting some cries for Ilios in the chat. We still have not decided on a mode yet. There's a couple cries between 6 DPS and 6 supports. It looks like it's starting to go in favor of supports, though, which I would be pretty excited of.
As owner of the lobby, can I just decide for them that they're going to go 6 supports?
Yeah, I believe you have that power. I do believe you have the capacity to do that.
Awesome. Cool. Let me just remember who's a support. Okay. So we got Ana, we got Baptiste, we got Brigitte coming out. I kind of want to just turn off Brigitte because Brigitte, but you know, she technically is a support.
Unfortunately. She was a DPS for the longest time, but now they've reworked her into the support category. For some reason, though, there was that weird glitch where she always showed up in the support category. I'll never really understand why they let that go on for so long, but, you know, it happens to the best of us.
Yes, okay, so I do believe I've gotten every support. So we are going to be going here on 6 supports.
All right, our team is ready. Let's hope so.
One team is ready. I don't know which team today is actually part of.
I think he's mozzarella. No, wait, no, he's Gerbil. No, wait, no, he's mozzarella. Mozzarella. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. So let's just make sure everyone's ready. This is the best between map cast ever.
I agree, honestly.
We're just talking about the lobby. Well, my favorite support character speak is obviously Lucio, because Lucio's the best support character. It's like not even a question.
You're wrong, and that's okay.
I'm not wrong. Well, okay, fine. Who's your favorite?
Ana. Ana is the best designed character in this entire game. She has the perfect combination of risk-reward, long cooldowns, and she is just generally a well-designed character. She has a good balanced ultimate, good balanced abilities, and a very, very fun playstyle. Lucio is just, I schmoove around the map.
Well, okay. Well, let me raise you this though. She doesn't have movement abilities. And
Exactly.
Speak tried to get me to support Zen, and no. Zen
What do you
also
mean?
doesn't
Zen-
have movement abilities.
That is also a great. He is
No
one of the other
movement
best
abilities, it's
designed supports. What
boring.
are you talking about? But it's just because you're like vibing around the map does not mean like that's not just fun. Like this is a shooter. You want to shoot things, and I don't want to just be tickling my enemies with these weird energy projectiles of sound. Like that's
Maybe
not fun.
you're just bad at least.
I am bad, but that's neither here nor there.
I think it is here or there, because if you're good at a hero, you enjoy them more, which is why I
know.
fucking hate Ana.
All I'm
I
saying
mean,
is that
I
Ana
swear,
is
whoops.
Ana is just the most skilled support in the game. Probably one of the most skilled heroes in the game too. You have to be very, very good at her. I'm really excited to see who the better Ana player is here. I would expect it to be Penguinator, because Penguin is, you know, the Ana main out of the two of them. I actually haven't seen Morningstar play Ana, so I don't really know. But I am really excited to see these DPS players on Zen and Baptiste. Gonna be a lot of kills coming in from them, I bet.
Yeah, I'm excited for my boy Poplots to get some sick Lucio plays for me. So kind of
As
see how
if.
that goes. I believe in Poplots. Poplots
As
is gonna do
if
great.
Lucio plays exist.
Have you seen Boops? You're so lame. You're so lame. We're just arguing now. Okay, there's a fight going on. So we do see Gerblitz is kind of taking point first, but not quite into cap phase yet. So Mozzarella still has a chance to kind of recover this and prevent them from capping. Pingner gets a kill on Shell Shock. Oh, and Poplots goes down to Nevitz's skill ball. Poplots was able to drop Flatman before dying though, but looks like we are going to be seeing Mozzarella take this fight right now. They're just trying to stall it out as long as they can right now on Gerblins, but it looks like they are going to be finally losing that.
I believe you mispronounced skill orb, but I'll let it pass.
Okay.
Because you are correct. It is. We have to talk about. We're talking about the most skilled characters in the game. I think we have to bring up Moira. Just the absolute skill it takes to throw orbs around and hold left click during a fight. That's unbelievable. Like it's so hard to do. It shocks me every day that there are people out there who are good at that character. It's unbelievable to me, really.
Oh, I love the salt. Ooh, King getting an early pick on this Shell Shock, and the Coalesce is just gonna be coming out. Sorry, I was okay.
Chaos.
Biku does get a kill onto King though, and they're not really getting any more picks on the side of Mozzarella, so they do set the ability to recover, but as I say that, they get 2 kills, so I should just stop talking sometimes, but...
Ana with the backline assassination onto her counterpart, you'll love to see. That's why Ana is a better support than Lucio. Yay!
No, Lucio King. Plus, he has a great personality. What does Ana have? She's
A
just
great personality. What do
she's
you
just
mean?
grandma.
Exactly. Who doesn't like their grandma?
I mean, eh.
Yeah.
Okay, just see what I can get 2 kills. Looks like they might be able to pull this fight out, as they just need to clean up these last couple players here. You know, Hawk and Blackman going down. Morningstar doing really well on this Ana, able to get those kills, and they will be capping this point. No hate to one of my grandmas. The other one, less love.
You hate to see it, but understandable. A good Baptiste window from Baby Bun and good cleanup from Justice Seaman. Now we see that there are a lot of ults on the side of Mozzarella, or excuse me, no, that's Mozzarella. Yeah. Is it? Wait. Yeah, no, it's Mozzarella. All right, we have confirmed it's Mozzarella. There are a lot of ults. but a lot of them are defensive. You know, they have the rally, they have the transcendence, but they also have the nano. So I want to see a nano rally here.
Yep, that's exactly what's happening as you all see the window coming out. A huge anti-nade onto Gerblins there. All of the ults getting popped, literally all of them. And no one's dying, which is not surprising because they're all support ults. Bloodman getting a 2k though. Ooh, big onto Morningstar and just a Seaman could tilt the fight in their favor here, but they do need to continue getting those kills. They can't just win off of those two right there. Jim Blue's able to get a kill on Shell Shock, and they're able to take out Kua. Looks like they are going to be winning this fight right now. Just need to get that last little cleanup and take out Poplots.
Poplots just moving around the point right now.
I know, it's great. He has movement abilities, which gives him the ability to stall like a cool kid.
You know who else has movement abilities?
Ew.
Sombra. But Sombra isn't considered a fun character, is she? Movement isn't necessarily fun.
She doesn't have movement. She has, I can go a bit faster and be invisible and a translocator. It's not like movement.
Movement!
Mercy has movement abilities. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she's fun. Mercy's fun to play.
Debatable. Very debatable.
Oh, they're coming back onto the point here. Jim Blue getting a pick onto Baby Bun there. Both immortality fields are going to be going down there. Kane getting kill onto Kua, and looks like it's Mozzarella just continuing to clean up Gerblins right now. Need some hero plays coming out to save this for Gerblins right now, but those are not going to be coming, and it looks like that is going to be them capturing the first point here on Ilios.
These anti-nades are coming up really, really big for Mozzarella here. Penguinator are getting a lot of them off, and because they are 6 supports, like, the anti-nades are huge, because, like, a lot of what a support is supposed to do is support with heals, right? Like, every support has potential to heal. So when you get a big anti off, like, a lot of these characters are just nullified. You get an anti off, what does Moira do? Like, a little bit of damage. That's kind of it. She can't heal her team anymore. Like, what is... I mean, like, Lucio kind of still helps because he has speed, but again, like, amping heals doesn't work, which is a big part of his kit, is like allowing your team to get a little bit more heals so they can edge out in 1v1s. Baptiste especially can't heal himself, but at least he has the eye field. Some other characters are not as affected by that. You know, the Zen, he just has most of shields anyway, and he just does a lot of damage. And then, of course, Brig, who just has the shield to protect herself. But yeah, these antis, if they continue to be as big as they have been, I believe that Mozzarella is going to easily clean up this fight for this map.
I have a question for you. How many environmentals are we going to see here on Well?
Too many. I just like playing against Lucio on Well, because it's just, oh, I got you booped. I hate it. It's awful. I hate doing it at the same time.
Oh, you're so salty. I love it.
Correct.
No one's capped point yet, but looks like it's going well for Gerblins maybe, but Hawk was able to take down Poplots there, and we do see some percentage coming out for Mozzarella right now, but it's still really anyone's game in this fight. I do think did they like... Okay, no, okay, I just got mixed around. I thought they like basically just swapped sides in this attack here, but no, they're on their correct sides.
Silly Billy.
Oh, looks the cap almost coming through from Mozzarella there. They need to keep this stalled out from inside of Gerblins. Ooh, it's getting very close. Poplet's getting a boop onto Jim Blue. I love to see it, as you know. But yeah, not a lot of kills coming through. Ooh, but the cap does come through from Mozzarella. That's big, but
that's a huge anti.
Oh, and Nevin's coming with the 2 on the Coalescence. Hawk also getting 2. And yeah, they've definitively won that fight now.
Yeah, poor Seaman popped his strands like, don't worry guys, I got you. And then Penguinator was like, haha, no. See, that's why Ana's just the coolest support, because like you can both buff your team and deny health in the enemy team, but you have to be careful about how you use it, because if you use it poorly, you'll just get attacked and then you won't have to heal yourself. Like it's just great risk reward, you know? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I know what you're saying. That doesn't make Ana fun. She's she's a technically good hero. She's just not fun to play. King gets kill into Seaman there. Good start. Seaman does get rezzed up by Morningstar. You see the window coming out along the Transcendence. A Nano Brig is on the field trying to get some kills, but Blackman gets a boop onto Kua, and a boop is going to be coming down from Blackman onto Shellshock. Blackman really showing up Poplots here, I gotta say. Gotten, 5 boops so far. To Poplots 1, I expected better from you, Poplots. Gonna be honest.
I think it's just that the mozzarella kind of expected from Poplots because they've been unfortunate enough to have to play against him in Owlet matches, and they have been on the receiving end of one too many boops. But you don't really expect it from Blatman because we haven't seen a lot of his support play. I believe the first time he pulled it out was just in stage 3 against Happy Squid, which is the game we casted. He did pretty well on it.
To be fair, haven't Novos said that Blatman can play anything?
They have, that's correct.
So, I mean, don't be surprised by anything Blatman pulls out. We've seen him, play some good Ryan, some good Lucio here. He can play anything. PC Poplot's going down early, Coalescence and Window coming out. It's kind of hard to cast this because right now they're getting dumpstered on a little bit as Blatman gets another boop. 6 boops on Ilios. I mean, okay, Blatman might be my new favorite now, gonna be honest.
I don't know why. Like, he just presses right click, dude. Like it's.
I know, it's amazing. I love it. I love Lucio boops.
Oh well. I believe that's how we're gonna have to wrap up the Miners All-Star game. It doesn't look like they're gonna be able to contest this. And yep, that's gonna be it for it, folks. I want to say dominant 3-2 victory because it kind of felt like Mozzarella was in control for the majority of that game, but I don't know. There were some pretty good moments from Gerblins there, where they looked like they could pull it out. Gibraltar and on Hanamura when they ran their 6 May strat. Yeah, this was just a huge ante by the Ana player there, my good boy Penguinator.
Yeah, definitely did well in that 6 support matchup.
Absolutely. And I wonder who here, but I'm gonna try that again. I wonder who we are gonna get for an interview here, because there are a couple of players that I like to interview here. But something I want to ask you is, who do you think is the MVP from this match tonight?
Blatman.
Just because the boops, isn't it?
No, it's not just because the boops. He's been doing well all night. Okay.
That's true. No, that's fair.
It depends. It depends the game mode actually. Like, cause like Hawk clearly showing off in the 2-2-2, and it just like depending on the game mode, different people were popping off. But I think Blatman was pretty consistent because he has that flexibility,
Yeah, no, I'd agree. I do believe it also helped that Mozzarella had the best DPS duo in Owlet and Hawk and the King on their team. That's always going to help you out, give you a lot of consistency. And I do think Hawk had a lot of good moments tonight as well. So yeah, I'd say I would probably say Blatman as well, because I think you're right. That you remind me of it. He was pretty consistent across all game modes and across all map types. He was pretty dominant on his role and really shown out as one of the best players in the Miners division.
Yeah, it looks like we are going to be popping into both teams' voice channels for an interview here.
Oh my, this is gonna be chaotic.
Is this correct? Speak. You're okay.
No,
okay,
we're gonna go.
Actually,
no, we could do both. We'll start with Mozzarella. Gerblins, if you're listening, we'll come to you next. We're gonna start with the winners of Mozzarella, though. Heading to their voice chat now for an interview.
Cool.
Or something. What the hell, Hawk?
All right, this channel is live.
Hold on, I need to bring in Mysfyt.
No, Mysfyt bad. We don't want him here.
Hi, Mysfyt.
I love you, Mysfyt.
Okay.
The scuffed producer forgot to drag me along. How dare he?
Drag people, and
Why is he producing? All right, that's neither here nor there. All right, Rainbow, start off with a question.
What was going through your guys' head? Were you just having a lot of fun tonight?
Great recovery.
Yep. I think I got this one, boys. That Just a Seaman was a feeder.
He's bad. Whoa.
Wow, that's heated. I do have to ask you guys. It seemed like the torp strat you guys had on Hanamura was pretty well practiced. You guys did end up getting a lot of hammer kills. What were comms like during those hammer kills? Was it a lot of screaming, or was it a lot of like really tense focus? I have to know, honestly.
There was a lot of yelling. I'm feeding.
We put a lot of practice into our torb work, and I think it definitely showed on the Hanamura map.
I agree. I have to agree. Great torp play on there. Outstanding all the way around.
I do have to question the all Winston into Maze, though. A bit questionable.
You're questionable.
Our coaches didn't show up, so
Typical.
Understandable.
Because their Maze are feeders, we thought we could get away with it. Because Just a Seaman was on May, and he's a big fucking feeder. I'm not allowed to say that bad word, am I?
Thank
Well,
you.
we're on.
Hey.
Delete the VOD!
Delete it!
The VOD!
We'll edit it in post.
All right, I have a question for Nevitz. you are the only resident dumpster divers player on Team Mozzarella. How did it feel to be playing with all these Happy Squids and Ohio players tonight?
I was super excited not to be flanked by King and Hawk.
Hell yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Understandable.
Oh, that's amazing.
Well, anything else you guys want to say as the winners of the All-Stars game for Owlet Miners Season 3?
Yeah, Seaman's a feeder.
Amazing. All right.
Well,
Team
okay,
Gerblins, here we come.
All right, thank you for your interview, guys. We're going to Gerblin's team now.
Played comedy before.
How you guys doing?
Haha, Seaman.
Hey, what's happening?
You guys having a good night?
Hell yeah, dude.
Really? Because you guys kind of got bombed.
Until Teddy showed up.
Got bopped.
Okay.
We won the only.
Look, that team is full of tryhards. We're the fun ones. We're the fun ones.
No,
We're
the fun people here.
Okay.
Wait, I'm sorry. You guys are claiming you're the fun ones. Weren't you the guys who had 3 Mays on a Hanamura defense?
Don't blame them. They went goats first. They deserve what they got.
They went goats, man.
Exactly. They went goats.
On
They
no
deserve it.
limits.
Okay. But 3 Mays. You didn't know they were running goats there. You just went with 3 Mays to start out.
We can
We
feel
thought
it.
they were gonna run goats
Yeah,
again,
no,
honestly.
you-
They told
we had a
us.
sixth
They said it
sense.
in. They said it in match chat.
Yeah, exactly.
Mayhaps.
But do you guys have any personal highlights from the match tonight?
Well,
A few.
technically it wasn't the match,
So-
but without Teddy's immaculate coaching, we would
Yeah,
have never made it.
Teddy put together every composition we used. Like he was like one time he was like, "Yo, you guys should do 3 Mays, 2 Sims, and a BAP."
So
Yeah,
Teddy's
also
the
say,
tryhard.
if we ever play on Ilios, you guys should play 6 supports.
All right, so what I'm hearing is the coach of Ohio ended up leading a team to a loss. All right, good note.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he did everything here. Like, we wanted to run an actual comp, but he
All of our
just said no.
success, all of our success and all of our failures.
Wait, you
exclusively
said we
belong
went
to
4
Teddy.
maze. They went 4 bastions.
Okay, that's a fair point. They did go for bastions.
All right, I have a
You guys
spicy
nearly
question
beat them
though.
with Diva.
I have a spicy
Go for it.
question. So, Baby Bun, you are on Congregation, and you, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, do have a playoffs match coming up. Who are you guys facing again?
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really remember.
Isn't it Dumpster Divers?
Hey, what's
I'm pretty
good?
sure
I think it's
Indeed.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
you're on the same team right now as Shell Shock, but from now on you are mortal enemies in the playoffs. Baby Bun, what do you have to say on behalf of Congregation to Shell Shock before your playoffs match?
All right, Shell Shock. It's been fun playing with you in this match, but I just want you to know every teabag in my body is going to be saved specifically for you.
Oh yes.
All right, Shell Shock. Shell Shock, your response?
If I could teabag with Diva, we'd have a lot more fun with this conversation.
It's baby Diva forehead.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
you're right.
DMAC
All right.
yourself.
There we
Easy.
go.
The important thing to remember is that tonight we're all losers.
Yes. Agreed.
Yes.
We're all playing a dead game.
Especially Teddy.
Yeah, especially Teddy.
Pretty big loser.
All right, on that note, anything else from the casters that you guys want to ask?
No, not particularly. I don't think
Any
so.
message for the kids at home watching this game, looking up to you, wishing they could be as good as you someday? Any message for them?
Go.
Don't play Overwatch.
Don't be Teddy.
Play Overwatch.
Don't play this game.
You're like the other team.
Just go to school. Go to school, please. Don't play video games. Just
No.
please go to school.
Don't be like Teddy. Go to school.
Wow. All right.
All right, on that note, casters, take us out.
Yeah, no, I think that about wraps us up for this one. I don't know if you got any ending notes, Rainbow, but I think I've said all I need to.
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone for coming out, and we do have an awards show to announce MVP and personal team MVPs coming up on Thursday. So make sure to check that out. Mysfyts will be hosting that. So
Yeah.
definitely something you want to check out. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming out and watching tonight. I hope you had a good time.
And thanks to the casters.
Speak out here, stealing my question.
motherfucker. Motherfucker. I'm benching your ass for the finals. You're not playing a single
You didn't even
game.
tell us who goes in. It's Penguin here. Griffin.